Hello, it's Christina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is about flying with little ones internationally. How do you prepare? How do you handle flying across the world, per se, with little ones in tow? My daughter, who's 3.5, and then I have a son who is eight months. So most of the same things. This time we're going to repeat a lot of the things we did last time when we flew with her when she was little. There's not a lot of change. It's just some basic ideas to bring along with you. So first thing is entertainment. I tend to prepare months ahead of time. I look for things that my daughter's going to keep me entertained. Now, typically, in the past, my daughter has loved stickers. When she was an infant, it was a little bit more difficult. But last time we flew, she was about 1.5 years, a little over 1.5 years, closer to 2. So she was love stickers. So I basically look ahead of time and I keep an eye on for the couple months leading up to it with sticker books or books that come with like the freebie little crayons or stickers. So this time around we have kind of a selection. She loves coloring at the moment. So we have washable markers. She also has some crayons that we're going to sneak in. So these things are all the surprises. She hasn't seen these yet. So these are all things that I'm going to put in her carry-on so that we're on the flight, not before the flight, but on the flight, she has some surprises. So washable pens. This is nice because it's just wipe and clean. So that will be nice, low mess. It's a huge sticker book and some more sticker books. So stickers are fabulous because they won't make a mess. You want to take things with you that don't have tiny little pieces that are going to be bouncing around the airplane. So these 3 things alone are probably fabulous because you have dry erase, stickers, and then you have some coloring. So crayons, and you're all set for that. The other thing that we will take with us is earphones. Now, in flying internationally, they will give you the little ones. There's no way we're going to keep those in your ears. So this is a fabulous idea of bringing some big earphones. These are nice and soft. She'll enjoy these a lot better. So hopefully this time around she will like some of the online movies stuff. Previously, yes, you can bring your iPad, bring your tablet with you, put movies on it. We're not going to do it this time around, but hopefully we'll keep her entertained enough. So let's go on to food. Now, to keep in mind is that if you're flying internationally, typically out of the UK, once you go through security and you're in the international gate, you will find that there's M&S, there's Boots. You can check that out ahead of time to see what will be there. But so things like, they tend to have, Boots will have formula, they'll have the little fruit pouches, they'll have the kind of food that you can't necessarily get through security. I previously did travel with some liquid formula. It's great until you get to security, and then they tend to make you want to open it up, they want you to dump it out. It becomes kind of a nightmare. So the best trick is don't buy your liquid formula, don't bring it with you to security. Once you're through security, you're in the international, you actually can buy most of the brands, key brands, in the airport. You can always call Boots ahead of time. And they will actually securely fasten it up for you. They'll actually take some and put it in a bag and secure it. Now supposedly then you can take it through security when you get to America, but my suggestion is only buy what you need for that big long international flight, and then take with you powder formula. Now my son is breastfeeding at the moment, so that's not as important for this trip. But the thing I am taking with me is powder food. He won't be offered food on the plane. There's no way. He loves food at the moment. So I am taking with me. So get a storable container, put some powder food. This is his favorite corn mixture at the moment. Porridge, fabulous box. So I will dump these all into kind of like storage containers like this. Now you can probably put this to security perfectly fine. I'll tell you a little trick with this. Because it's in plastic, obviously you don't have to worry about having it scanned, the box scanned, etc. But also you can use this as a bowl. Now I am taking 2 bowls with me, one for my daughter and one for my son. Now these aren't really bowls, these are actually storage containers. These are great because they have a lid. So what you can do with these porridge and everything just need hot water. So you can put the powder in, put a little bit of dash of hot water, just a little bit of turbidence, stick on the top, or put some cold water in, shake it on up, and also keeps them clean. So baby wipes are the biggest thing in the world. I'm going to say it a couple more times, baby wipes. Bring plenty of baby wipes. Baby wipes in every single carry-on, everywhere. Baby wipes, right? You'll love them. So the other thing I'm going to bring this time for my daughter is cereal. Now, I know what they serve for breakfast normally internationally, and I think my daughter probably won't like it. So I'm going to bring some cereal. Add milk and you're all done. So again, have a little plastic container all ready. Just wipe it clean with baby wipes between meals and snacks, and you can just put a little milk in it. Bring your lovely plastic spoons, and you have some great meals for your children. Okay, so the next thing is, and this is like, when I played with my daughter the first time, she, let's be honest, she had a little bit of a bottom issue going on. She didn't have the best, so every time she would have a little bit of bottom movement, her clothes would get soiled. So I luckily thought about it a little bit ahead of time, because she was kind of that way when we were preparing to go. So my best suggestion is to bring a little set of clothes. Now I'm talking sets and sets of clothes. The nice thing is, with babies, you can just do a onesie sleep suit. Now, so I have sleep suit, I have nappy bags, I have a nappy, and I have an undershirt. So every time I go to the airplane bathroom to do the nappy, I can grab just one little set. So I'll have, this is just one whole set of everything I'll need to go in. Obviously the wipes are missing, but this way also, you could just get away with not having this like Ziploc, have a secure freezer bag. I've got them previously just at the pound store. You can get away with just putting them in the wonderful little nappy sacks and then taking that, and then, but the thing is if the clothes get dirty, it's lovely to have something you can take back to your seat, zip it up, so seal the smell away, roll it up and hide it in your carry-on. So this saved me the first time I flew with my daughter, because I had numerous of these bags and of soiled clothes. And so when we landed in the US, and we did the whole transferring luggage and picking up our luggage to go through customs, I quickly stuffed some of our soiled clothes, grabbed a couple of other pieces that were in the top of the luggage, and off we are for the next transfer flight. So my daughter will also have, with being 3.5, she doesn't necessarily that many change of clothes, but I'm going to I am bringing a set of clothes for her, and the same kind of concept, simply because spill of drinks, drawn, just, you don't know, getting upset, spilling on, anything could happen during, so she has a plain pair, mostly for just spillage. So if she spills her water in her lap, I have a full set of clothes to get her through the rest of the flight. Okay, ready, let's keep on going. So the other thing, so let's talk a little bit about, and the other thing I also will take with me, which I absolutely love, is these blankets. Now, I use this blanket all the time. I am breastfeeding my daughter. I'm not the most, I like to be a little bit modest when I breastfeed, personal choice. So this blanket, I can't tell you where I got it from you, but because I can't remember, but I absolutely love it. If you can see through it, it is see-through. It has holes in it. I use this for sun covers in the summer and the winter. I use this to throw over when I'm baby born as an extra layer. He sleeps in my little boy sleeps underneath it. But yes, I use this all the time also for breastfeeding. I'm sorry, this one's a little bit dirty, he needs to be washed. But I use this for breastfeeding all the time. So this is my standalone too. So that way he can breathe through it. It's not very heavy. He can, when he's breastfeeding, he can kind of see me, I can see him. So this is a definite thing that I'm taking on the plane. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of safety. Now there's a couple things that I suggest when traveling with infants. The first thing is to bring their red books. I think previously there were some like green books and stuff. This, if you're in the UK, you know that this is kind of like this is their health journal. I always take these with me when I travel internationally. We also get insurance when we travel internationally, for especially health insurance. You will know that, of course, in the US, it's all typically private. So if something happens, an ear infection, minor thing to something major with my daughter or my son, it's important that they have health insurance, because the bills will be phenomenal, And B, this is also really handy because it has all their medical history. So if there's something horrible and you're panicking, at least they know they have this. And hopefully, so we're going to take both their journals with us. So we have that for them. The other thing that I don't know if a lot of people, I talk about this every once in a while, and I don't know if a lot of people have seen these, but this is called by a company called Baby Air Flight Vest. Now, these aren't necessarily, if you go on the website, you can order these. I ordered this for my daughter, first time we ever flew, and it is basically a little infant vest. Now, airplanes don't have seatbelts for babies, obviously, so they're sitting on your lap, and this is the whole concept, is that you put this on them, and it's kind of a system where this goes around, between their legs, but on the back of it also, and then this goes around close to the sides, but the electronic has this loop. So I love this. I've traveled both times with my daughter. Now, they're not typically FAA approved, so typically I normally put them on my daughter in the past, and then kind of say to the flight attendants, oh yes, is this okay? And they've always been yes. I mean, the only alternative is to say no, but they don't have a seatbelt for them, so it's kind of one of those things where, well, they can say no. I think one time, we had to leave it off until we got in the air, but most of the time they don't care. So basically, this whole concept of it is it's basically a kind of a little harness to keep them. So if you were in takeoff, landing, and in flight, you put this through your belt, the adult belt, and that way then they're secure. So if all of a sudden the plane drops elevation and the baby goes up, instead of the baby was flying out of your arms, they won't go very far without you before the loop that's hooked to you come back. It also is really good, I hate to say it, but if you're in the middle of flight and you're both sleeping and the baby's sleeping on your lap and you're kind of zoning and the baby starts to roll off your lap, it's the same kind of concept. They won't go very far. It's a little bit dirty because I think my daughter has probably spilled on it when she was in flight, but it's totally personal choice. I loved it. It was never horribly necessary, but it was just that like one little safety just in case if something major was happening in the plane and we're losing elevation or turbulence or anything, I knew that there was this link between us. So loved it. The other suggestion I have is good old is your phone. Now, one idea is to take your phone and stick it in a plastic bag, just like you put your cereal in, and that way, that also, if you have any spills into your bag or during transit, it will stay nice and clean. You can put videos on it, you can kick it with you. I typically, once I'm on the plane, it's turned off. I don't turn it back on until I get to my destination and get Wi-Fi. But the other thing that I suggest with your phone is to take a picture of your children as a precaution in their travel outfit, whatever they're wearing that day when they're getting on that plane. Now, I will probably take a picture of my children right as we're heading out the door to go to the airport. That is just in case, that horrible moment when you're going through the airport and for some reason, they just leave your sight and you have that moment where you're thinking, where are they? If you had a photo of your child on your phone, then the minute you have that panic and the minute they're out of your sight and you literally look around and they're not there, you do have the ability to, of course, obviously I'd start yelling for them, etc. But you also have the ability to quickly turn on your phone and have a picture of them. So you can literally say to the person next to you, have you seen this child? Have you seen this child? And you have a picture, obviously, for security. So heaven forbid that they wandered off for a moment. Or you got separated, or they're supposed to be with the husband, but they're not with the husband, and somehow in transit between the two of you through a store, you have a photo of them. And it's just one of those like what if situations, but just in case. This is also a good suggestion, obviously, if you go into like any big crowds, etc. So those are my ideas. Let me just look at my quick list. Do check the airport. The airports, like if you go to Heathrow, Terminal 3, they have a fabulous, most amazing family room. We're not flying out of it this time, Heathrow Terminal 2 or 3, so we won't get to take advantage of it, but take advantage of it. It's an amazing room. They typically do have play areas once you get through security to international departure. So find out where ahead of time so you have some place to play with the children. and just enjoy. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone has a good international flight in the future. If you have any suggestions, leave comments down below. There's a lot of little tricks and things that we've used with my daughter. First of all, I never let her in the aisle. We've practiced, you know, changing your clothes, standing up, so that if we need to do a quick change in the dressing room or in the toilet. But just have fun and take care. And thank you for joining me. And safe flying. Thank you. Bye-bye.